So I'm showing you the volatility indicator that I've created. I think it's awesome because it shows you three different things all at the same time on a very small time frame. So then you're looking at the big time frame and you can understand the volatility. Um, and the reason I have it on the smaller time frame is like this is a 1 minute, is because I want to track um, what the volatility is um, a little more closely to current price. And I know that, yeah, because it's an average, it's going to be lagged anyways. So I would try to have it less lagged as possible. That's why I have it on the 1 minute. Anyways, there's three different things to track volatility in my opinion, because the market doesn't really give you anything else. It's literally how far the price moved and the volume of the price. Now, in this case, this first bar or this first oscillator, all of these are oscillators going from 0 to 100. 100 being very, very volatile, 50 being right on the dot average, and then 0 being super, super dull, not volatile at all. There's an average candle body, which is basically, yeah, basically the body of the candle. So if you can see here, the chart, like this is the body. It's very large. That that means it's going to be increasing the candle body average. And the oscillator went up shortly after that because it drove up. Because this average is calculated on the past 12 bars, and then the average of the average to make the oscillator is actually the past six segments of those 12. That's the whole average, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so it does take a couple bars like that to get it more than average. But that's the candle body, and then I have, of course, the all-time favorite from everybody is the average true range, which is the most popular that I've come across for volatility indicator, which is just the range of the bar. So you can see that these bars right here is volatile due to the range, but the price movement is actually very small. So therefore, look at the average true range. All of these have the same exact measurement time in like 12 and 6, I'm saying. 6 segments of the 12 average. All of them have the same measurement time, so there's no biases. And then look at how the ATR is much bigger right now compared to here. This is the average candle body. I don't know. I think it's just because these bars especially had huge true range, um, but they also had true big candle body. But these are here have huge range compared to normal, and that's what got the average. That's what got the average true range up all the way up to 100. Now, the coolest part to combine these two, I was thinking about, oh, I'll just make an a candle body and a true range kind of index, and like have it as a synthetic volatility gauge. But really, I need a third party. I need volume to be in the mix too. So I'm going to show you. I think volume is super important because volume is in the enthusiasm of price. If volume's not there and it's a huge range, that is fake range. So it's super important to track volume as well. And just so you can see, I'm just going to plot style. Volume can be a histogram, almost clear, and it can be like this. Okay, basically, you see that the average candle body is red. Um, average, and I'm just plotting the middle line just so you can see that what average is, what really and truly what average is. Um, Transparency 0%. Yeah, average. Yeah, so it starts from 0. Obviously, there's not going to be 0, but volatility does get really low. It can get lower than that. But so just tracking it, the candle body can get very high, but then the true range can get high, but not as high as the candle body, which shows, oh, and it's less volume than each of them comparingly. Um, then we have another issue. It's like, okay, well, this is on weak volume. We see a candle body increase on weak volume, which shows us, well, this is a price movement that's not really true, and the true range is not really increasing either. Hi, Nathan. Good boy. Good boy. Likes this blanket. The softest blanket I've ever felt. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna make a synthetic of all of these combined and just have that as the volatility gauge of how quickly price is moving. So if volume, like say, like this is the last minute of the day here, volume was ramping upwards. Um, the true range was ramping upwards, and the candle body was ramping upwards, but the true range was really outside. The true range got to 100, whereas the candle body didn't, which makes me think that yeah. I could change all, I can modify all the time frames with this indicator as well. Like if we want to track price closer, I think that um, we can probably track, we can try to make it the past 8 bars. What's the average on the past 8 bars? And then the average is the past, 24 bars, which is way different. Yeah, past 40 bars. I don't know. I wouldn't have it like this, I guess, but you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so this is going to be a lot more oscillating, a lot more, it tracks price closer. So you can see here that true range increased well before the candle body increased. So this is true range. Boom, true range jumps upwards. Okay, and it was due to this big bar right here, here. Um, but true range is big, but candle body is still low, which makes me think, oh, well, there's going to be probably a push. There's probably going to be a push in one direction because candle body is the movement in price. So therefore, it's got to go somewhere. In this case, it did and hit this supply zone and dropped, which is this red bar going upwards. So the candle body was lagging the true range. And that can show you a sign and give you an odds enhancer that this supply zone will work, especially in that direction, or it won't work. And it won't work in boom in that direction. So, but there is no time limit on how long the true range can be up and the candle body not. There's really there's no data on that yet. But especially, see, most of these bars are pretty similar. This one, the true range kind of broke away on this bar, and then yeah, the true range is getting better, but the candle body increased as well. Let's see an obvious one. See, all of these are really matched correctly. And then, but this is on low volume. This is on below average volume. So whatever happened from here, from this point, I wouldn't trust it on the chart because um, I wouldn't trust the demand zone because we can see that it moved away, but it was on cheap volume. If you can see this, it's on lower volume, and sure, the range got up to 100, which is really incredible, but way above average. But the volume was low. Okay, so that's why it tried to work, and then it got stopped out, and then but it tried to work again. So that means it's bouncing off this pivot. Actually, it would be bouncing off of this pivot because it broke this distal line. So this is where it's actually coming from. And then this one was coming from average volume. Yeah, average volume. And look at this. The true range doesn't move, but the candle body did. So I'm saying that, yeah, the candle body went all the way down, but the volatility was still there, which points in the direction of, oh, well, it's probably going to move in one direction. And that's where it did. And then it moved in that direction because the candle body needed to follow at some point. Onwards. This is the start of the next day. Yeah, basically tracks each other pretty well. This one, the true range got way higher than the candle body. And then here, this is incredible right here. Look at this. So high volume, super high volume when all of these are together like this. High volume, high ATR, high candle body. This right here, what happened here was really good. How did this come about? This demand zone. Nothing. Broke. But it bounced off that part, which I don't know how that worked. But anyways, it's just fun to watch, dude. It's fun to watch because I want to make a synthetic version of all of these together. Yes? 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 Yes, Nathan? Yeah, I can combine all of these together and make one pure oscillator. And, well, I could probably do it right now. I could just multiply all of them together. It's gonna be a little weird. Yeah, I'll just make a synthetic one. I bet I can do it pretty quick here. So, synthetic, synthetic. Yeah, Nathan? Yes, buddy boy? Basically, if you want to see code, it's code right now. Okay. What I want to do, so this is the true range, the candle body range, then the volume, and we were going to make a synthetic one right now. It's just going to be in big parentheses. It's going to be volume multiplied by true range multiplied by true candle body range just like this. And then we're going to make an array of those values. And then the next step, it does this for all of them. It goes the past, whatever, like 40 bars, 24, or whatever the regular average is times times the other. Basically, it computes the average of the average. This is a synthetic one. Okay, cool. Synthetic is done, kind of like this. This one will be S as well. Basically, it computes an average of the average. So the average is already computed of 24 bars. This is the average candle body, and then it comes down and finds all those average values and creates an average of those. And I'll just do I'll do a big amount for that one because the past 24 bars, the average is basically going to be, it's going to be similar because it's just going to be the average of the past 24 bars. But I want the average of a big amount, which is 24 times whatever I want. In this case, I did 24 times 24. It's like 576 bars. It's a lot. So, like I said, in this example, I brought it back to 12 and 6. That's 6 times 12. So 60 bars? I don't know what that means. No, 6 times, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so, no, that's 72 or something like that. I don't know. This looks good though. Now we just have to plot the, we just have to plot the, plot 10, which is big news, which is the oscillator of all of them combined. We'll see if it works. I know we got some variables to put in. Good. Okay, cool. And then we'll make this one 10. Nathan, do you like getting bounced? You like getting bounced, Nathan? Yes, Nathan? Good boy, Nathan. Good boy, yes, good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. I'll just put a bunch of, add to the giant list of arrays that I already have. go back more than I thought. This is almost done. I'm just copying. This doesn't take too much brain energy. Okay, this is gonna be the hardest part. Let's combine all these now. Volume times true range, right? And then times candle body range. The change of candle body range. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That should be right. Yep, should be right. That's the start of it. Sounds good. Send it. Array, more arrays. 2. Non-zero array. Make this the average. Last but not least, S oscillator. Okay, then we're almost done. Then we're done. We're gonna see this synthetic plot up there. Okay, good to go. So now we see the synthetic. It's a little more. Yeah, it's a little different than I thought. What color do you want it? Let's do a white. Light gray. Okay. Okay, we obviously see that it goes crazy. It goes absolutely nuts. And that's due to the volume. Because volume can be increasing way bigger than normal. But see, like volume is on the actual, what the actual volume is a lot different. So I don't want that. I don't want the actual volume just destroying this, because look, it tracks volume. See how volume goes up? It tracks volume. This should go up. It's pretty normal. Ah, never mind. This one, it's just super exaggerated. Don't know why. It could be just if all of them are above average, it computes above average even more. There's another way to do it. Instead of doing that, we can actually call all those values. So all these values, we can put them all together in one array, which would be the synthetic array. I don't know, that's a lot more. I'll have to do that later. But all in all, this is definitely one that got crazy. So let's just look at the crazy ones. This is one that got crazy. And how did this start? Yeah, it got ramped up starting from here. So this demand got blown up. This one, this, where did it start? Started from up here. This supply. Then this one started from here. Probably right around here. Got blown up. This one started from around here. Looks like a supply zone. Here. Because it started, yeah, it started from the supply zone. Got blown up. Tried to work, but it broke. Did we have another supply zone that we were looking at? Yeah. Got blown up. So it doesn't really work. That theory does not work of just like where that increases importance of the zones. No, we would have seen at least 1/3 of these really work. That means it doesn't work. This one was a big rally coming from this supply zone right here, this dotted line. Let's see what happened, and it got blown up. Okay, the next big rally is right here. We see that it starts from here, right there, and worked really well. Worked really well when it came back. Okay, this one, it started from here. I just call it here. Yeah, right there. So this demand zone, and it did. I'd call that working. Yeah. Went from here. Yeah, just about a 1-to-1, maybe less. Next demand zone or supply. Okay, boom, it came from here, but we saw it really accelerate from here. So this is how I'd plot the supply zone. Okay, it got blown up completely. Destroyed. Okay, this one. This one's big. This one's big volume too. So we see that it really balanced. Really balanced from here. Let's see what happened. Didn't get there. Oh, not there yet. Okay. Well, basically you get the point. It's a pretty cool indicator. I definitely want to, I think without this third-party synthetic version of all three of them, I like seeing all three of them. Just see like, oh, that candle body is going down, the true range is going down, volatility is going down, but the volume's still there. What's happening in the price? What's happening to price? It's pretty good. I haven't tried this out on the higher time frames, let's say 60-minute. Haven't really tried it out. Okay. Well, you notice that these days volatility is much bigger than the volume. These days, then it just starts swinging downwards. It starts really volatile and then just completely diminishes. Volume's decreasing. Um, the true range is decreasing, but it really doesn't look like that. A big candle down, but it came right back up. It's an extremely volatile day. So that paints a picture completely the opposite way. Um, keep in mind that these averages pick up where they left off the previous day, what you see on the chart. It's not computing anything in between. So look at this. This is a cool day. This one completely crisscrossed like an X. So um, we went from true range being very high to true range decreasing, but candle bodies increasing. Okay, you see there that the candle body, this is completely lagged. Price is lagging. It's completely lagging because obviously on the chart, if you want to see this right now, it went from big candle bodies to small candle bodies, which means the red should be here high and then the yellow should be here high, whereas the red should be much lower here. So we're lagging extremely. We're gonna have to go to a input of 5 and then 1. See what that does. Oh, candle body should be much higher than that. I don't know. I just have to mix and match until you find that this is high candle bodies and then this is low candle bodies. So the red should be high and then low. That's what I'm looking for, whatever combo that is. Whatever that might be. I don't know. I don't know what would be like what happens if this is big and then this is small? I don't know. Okay, well, it's still increasing. Let's do 1. There's no average. Oh boy, that goes crazy. Let's do 2. Still 2 and then say 20. Okay. So that's a little more oscillating. This is bigger candle bodies, and then it goes down, and then it goes up. I don't know. I gotta go.